Hi, welcome to your practice. For today, you'll need a strap or scarf or belt, anything where you can take the arms a little bit wider than arm's distance. And then something to elevate the hips, whether it be a blanket, towel, bolster, pillow, where the knees can come below the hips, just so you're in a comfortable seat. And towel or blanket might be helpful for one of the poses later today. So let's come into ourselves, into our body, and just take a comfortable seat, and you can wiggle around there just for a moment, finding a comfortable place, ensuring that the spine is straight and that you're reaching out through the crown of the head, and chin tucks towards the heart. Hands can be on the knees or in the lap, wherever is comfortable. Start to tune into your breath, simply noticing where it's at today. Without changing anything just yet, simply becoming aware, starting to let everything around us start to quiet, coming into our own bodies, our own minds. And start to deepen the breath a little bit, start to lengthen the breath. Let it fill up the chest and the belly. Notice where in the body you can soften. Maybe you're holding tension in the shoulders or the jaw, maybe the space between the eyebrows. And just start to let the body soften. Slowly open the eyes, letting just a little peek of light in. Bring the hands to heart center, either palms pressed or one hand on the heart and the other stacked on top. Let's find a place that feels like gratitude and acknowledge in your life today that you are grateful for. Well, let's take 3 deep breaths together. First, exhaling fully. And deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Another one, deep inhale. Open mouth exhale, letting go of everything that happened before this moment. Deep inhale. Letting go of everything that is still yet to come. Bring the hands down and let's come into a tabletop. You can set your props aside. Come onto the hands and the knees. Knees are hips distance apart and hands are shoulders distance apart. And we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow, initiating the movement from the hips. On an inhale, we'll lift the hips towards the sky, arch the back, send the chest forward, and exhale, lengthen the tailbone, round the back, press into the hands, let the neck and head relax. Inhale to cow pose, arching the back, and exhale to cat pose, rounding the back. And just start to move at your own pace, matching each movement up with a breath. Go as fast or as slow as you need to. Just warming up the spine here. And then start to move a little bit more organically. Maybe taking the ribs side to side, maybe making figure eights, sending the hips back. Whatever kind of movement that you need today for your body. And then find stillness. Tuck the toes under and we'll sit back onto the feet. And we'll stay here for a couple minutes. Take your strap. And so we're continuing to sit onto the feet, stretching the meridians in the feet, stretching the toes. And if this is difficult for you, you can also place a blanket on top of the legs, keeping the toes tucked under, and sit onto the blanket just to bring some space into the back of the knees. Take your strap, bring it a little wider than arm's distance, and on an inhale, we'll bring it up, and exhale, bring it back. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring the hands closer together, and if this is too challenging, you can take the hands a little bit wider on the strap. Now we're just flossing out the arms a little bit. And breathe. And now you can set the strap aside, keep sitting on the feet, readjust if you need to a little bit, and start to bring the right ear to the right shoulder, stretch through the left hand, then chin to chest and over to the other side. And you can tilt the chin down and lift it up and find a spot that needs the most attention right now. And start to move the neck in any direction that you need. Keep reaching through the fingertips. And this is really just to distract you from what's happening in the feet right now. Start to roll the shoulders forwards and backwards, big circles and little circles, whatever your body's feeling like it needs today. And then come to stillness, and you can take the toes untucked, big toes together, heels apart, and take the knees either together or apart into child's pose, reaching forward. You can let the forehead melt into the ground here and maybe even rock the head back and forth a little bit. Just a little massage on the forehead. Let's press into the hands, spreading the fingers, really pressing into that L shape that's created by the first finger and the thumb. Tuck the toes under and start to extend into downward facing dog. Here, shake the hips out, shake the shoulders, shake the neck, shake the head, maybe crossing the legs over the midline into a twist. I also like to take both feet down onto the ground, sideways, sort of perpendicular to the mat, really bringing a nice twist into that side body, or a nice stretch rather. I also like to lift one leg up, feel that nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Is asking for today. Inhale, look forward and make your way to the top of your mat, staying low in the standing forward bend. You can let the arms dangle here or take hold of either elbow, maybe swing side to side, just feeling the sensation in the back of the legs, in the back. Notice what happens when you keep the legs bent versus straight. Notice what happens when you bring the back into a rounded position versus a flat back. And let the neck and head relax here, allowing gravity to take you deeper in this pose. Not straining in any way. Come to stillness once more. Really press the feet into the ground, feeling the ground come up to meet you, keeping the knees bent. Start to roll up all the way to standing, slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And once you're up, roll the shoulders back. And staying at the top of the mat, I'll turn to the side here just to show you. Let's take our right foot over the left and the left wrist to the right wrist, or the left hand to the right wrist, and start to bend over to your left side, creating this crescent shape, feeling that nice stretch in the side body. And you can even pull with the hand. Inhale back up and switch. Remembering to breathe here. Inhale back up and bringing the arms into heart center for just a moment. Let's inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale all the way back down. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, we're going to take the right foot back into a low lunge. Inhale up. Just feeling that nice sensation in the hip flexors. And exhale, hands to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, come up, low lunge. Relaxing the shoulders, letting them move away from the ears. Exhale down and step the left foot forward. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, sweep the arms up, and exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, up, low lunge. Now bring the right hand to the ground and twist to your left. Inhale, come back up. And now we're going to open the arms and twist completely to the left. Bring the hands back down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, back knee on the ground. Inhale up to low lunge. Left hand on the ground, right hand up, twist open. Let the heart reach the sky. And then bring the hands all the way back up again, and then arms open once more, twisting with the arms parallel to the ground. Coming back to low lunge, bring the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Staying here for just a moment. Inhale, step the right foot forward, swivel the back heel down, rise up into warrior one. Keep bending into that. And open the arms up like a cactus or goalpost and reach the heart up. Really let the shoulders relax here and the chest open. Reaching back up into warrior one and into downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, swivel the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Letting the sit bones widen here. And then open the arms up into cactus. Keep reaching the heart up. And exhale, into downward facing dog. Come to a comfortable seat. Take the soles of the feet together, the hips open. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. You can start to fold forward here. You can also take the thumbs underneath the big toe mounds, let them open up the feet like a book. Even press the elbows into the groin and let it continue to open up the legs. Inhale, come up, and then come to lay down. Soles of the feet on the ground as close to the hips as possible. Hands on either side of the hips. See if the fingertips can graze the heels. Press the hands down into the ground and start to lift the sacrum off the ground, then rolling one vertebrae at a time. The spine comes off the ground. Keep lifting the hips up into bridge pose. Notice how the glutes are. Make sure that they're soft, so no clenching. Keep pressing into the hands and the feet. You can take the hands and interlace them beneath the sacrum here and maybe walk the shoulders underneath. Release the hands if they were clasped. And then upper back comes onto the ground. Then mid back, then low back, then the hips. Let's do that one more time. Hips move off the ground, then the low back, mid back, upper back. Keep pressing into the feet. Glutes are soft. Keeping space in the neck. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming back all the way down. And let's windshield wiper the legs back and forth just a little bit here. And then draw the knees into the chest. You can rock side to side or front to back. And then extend the legs fully into final resting pose, Shavasana, moving any props out of the way. Let the feet drop out naturally to either side. Bring the palms to face up and tucking the chin towards the heart, creating length in the neck. And let the body rest, relaxing fully into the ground. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. If you notice that the mind has wandered, simply bring your attention back to your breath. Allowing yourself this time and space to be in your body. And allowing this pose, the most important pose of the yoga practice, to integrate everything that you've done up until this point and to reset the nervous system, allowing in more healing. Slowly come back to awareness, bringing movement into the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, arms and legs. Stretch the arms overhead, interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you. Stretch the hands and the feet in opposite directions, making the body nice and long, like another good morning stretch. And bring the knees into the chest, curling into a little ball. Maybe rocking side to side or front to back if that feels good. And then rock over to one side. Resting the head on and come up into a comfortable seat in the most easy way possible. Keeping the eyes closed, bring the hands to heart center. Find that place of gratitude and acknowledge one in your life today that you're grateful for. Well, let's seal in this practice with one breath together. First, exhaling fully. Deep inhale. And open mouth exhale. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. Have a great day. And the divine light in me acknowledges the divine light in you. Namaste.